Now maybe we want a random chance to heal or get a potion, right? So we already have a global variable up there called potion. And so I want to write a method. A method is just a function that's applied to a property in an object. So I'm going to write function potion. And then I'm going to say return this dot health equals this dot health plus 10. So what that's going to do is it's going to return a value into potion that is an increase of 10 health. Of course, the question is, how do I want to utilize this? So what I've got here, of course, this is going to apply to the object that has the potion as a property in the object. So the very essential thing is that I need to create, I'm going to go ahead and create a potion property here. And then I'm going to use potion, the function here, as the value of the property, which means when I dot potion this hero, it will give me something to work with. Now what I'm actually going to do is use amount here, and instead of having to say plus 10, I can set the value to different things inside the potion. So I can say amount, which of course this is just a parameter, just like a function, because right now all this is a function that's going to apply to that object using this. And what I can do in my conditional statement under attack is I can give myself a chance to be healed. So I would say else if roll is less than 1, okay, then I can have a 1 out of 20 chance of being healed. But I could also say if roll is greater than 15, then not only do I attack, but I get healed. So I can put this loop in here. And then I can also say hero dot potion and use the potion amount. Now I have to be careful because I have potion listed here. So what I want to do is change this to potion amount, because you don't want two variables or functions or anything with the same label. You can do that inside the scope of certain functions. You can use repeated, like I could use random inside functions, but outside here in the global scope I would want to do potion amount. So I'm going to do potion amount there, and when I do that, I'm going to do hero.potion, and I'm going to do potion amount, which of course will give me 10 in that argument. And this will basically heal the hero for that potion amount. Okay, so there it is, return that. And then I could say, before this, just to see if this runs, and this is always good to do as you get into more complex elements, is to always console log to see if this function even runs properly. Now the console will probably tell us that, but we just want to be there. So you can say something like, the hero took a healing potion or something, right? So, and that'll tell us right away whether or not that function ever gets to run or not. Okay, so now we've got that. So this is going to heal the hero a certain potion amount there, and you are now at the point where you'd want to test. So let's go ahead and make sure we're saved. We are, and I'll refresh this. And the console is clear. That's good, because usually with that, you never know. We're going to say, just go ahead and play this game and see if we ever get healed. So you can see our rolls. There's 16, 19, 9. So that means that it's not running. And so either the condition's not being met or our logic's wrong. So the console log's clean. Let's go ahead and refresh it one more time. And the way that we want to test this is, again, let's look at our logic. So we've written logic in here that says function is battle, right? And then attack. And then if attack is set there, and we'll just double check our source code. So we've got attack here. And let's see what we've got written here. So if we've got, if roll is greater than 15, okay, if roll is greater than 10. Now let's look at the logic here. If I say roll is greater than 10, and then I say if roll is greater than 15, now that's going to be a problem, because if it's greater than 10, it's going to supersede 15. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is rearrange this. I'm going to put this up here, and I'm going to put this down here. Okay, I'm going to change this, of course, to if, because that's the first, and then I'm going to do else if there. And hopefully, if you caught what I did there, basically we're going to first check to see if it's greater than 15. If it is, then we get the double whammy. We get the multi-attack and we get the potion. If it's greater than 10, we just get the standard multi-attack. And if it's less than 3, you straight up miss, and otherwise you do battle. So we've got a nice little conditional if, else here. We could also use a switch statement, which we really didn't cover thoroughly, but it would effectively work the same way in a little bit more shorthand. So always fun, something you could look up on W3 Schools and go through it that way. But this functionally is the same. All right, let's go ahead and go back to see how this logic works. So I'm going to refresh. My console is clean. I'm going to go ahead and refresh one more time, and then I'm going to see what happens when I get, okay, it says the hero took a potion because I rolled 16. Okay. And then, of course, somewhere in here I should probably console log my own health. And that would probably be in the battle function. So under the battle function, you can say, console.log hero.health. Okay? And you can say, your health is, and then space, and then I'm going to concatenate it with the plus. So this is going to add this to this, and then you probably want to put a period on the end of that just for grammatical properness. So there's that. So we've covered that. We now have a method. And the next video is just going to be the document object model. So I'll see you there.